Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our second premium unboxing for the week. Usually Wednesdays is our more exclusive type of really limited or higher end premium stuff, but we kind of mixed it up this week because I had a bunch of different brands, so I wanted to call it Miscellaneous Monday. So I figured it sounded better than Miscellaneous Wednesday. So that's why I switched it up this week. But today we still have some really nice vehicles to look at from round two. Predominantly Autoworld stuff. Some newer releases of some trucks and a Jeep. And then we have a bonus Johnny Lightning car from 2017 from the Silver Screen series, the Dirty Mary Crazy Larry 70 Dodge Charger. Actually 69 Dodge Charger, sorry. And anyways, I'm familiar with the car, but not the movie. I know the movie's a cult classic, but I've never seen it. Just know the movie because of the car and going to the Mopar Nats and things like that. They always have like a little corral of all the like movie car replicas and things like that. And there's always a Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry car, look-alike car at these Mopar Nats. So that's how I became familiar with it. But I don't know anything about the movie, unfortunately. Anyways, we're going to save that for last. We're going to take a look at the trucks first. And most of these are new releases from Autoworld, or newer releases from Autoworld. The first one is not really a truck. I guess I would call, well, it's a Jeep. So we'll call it what it is instead of trying to come up with some other name. It's a Jeep. It is your Jeep Wrangler. And it is the beige with the white top. I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, the Chief Blue with the white top, and they have a Chief Blue with the black top. It's the only color they've repeated in the Jeep lineup from Autoworld. This is the 8th release, and now I have all 8 of them. There is a Mijo exclusive coming up that has like a cargo rack on top with some bags and other stuff. Looks pretty cool. And it's done in like a graphite color, like a dark gray color. So that one, hopefully I can get my hands on too. But for regular Autoworld releases, these are the only, there's only been 8 so far. That one's going to be the Mijo exclusive. Not sure what Autoworld has in store for like regular retail releases on the Wrangler next. So this is your 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK Unlimited Sport, and it is limited to 10,240 pieces, and Autoworld has sure upped their production numbers. But anyways, it's nice because a lot of us get a chance to get them, not only like people in the States, but people across the world now have an opportunity to get these great die-cast vehicles by Autoworld. So they have some premium facts. Willys converted the military Jeep MB into the first mass-produced civilian model known as the CJ2A in 1945. So CJ standing for civilian Jeep. The JK letters represent the chassis code for different Jeep models. L, JK, LJ, TJ, and YJ are different versions of the Wrangler since 1987. And the color is Gobi beige. So we'll just call it beige. So it's easier to remember. It's just beige with a white top. On the back, it tells you what was in the last lineup and shows you pictures of them, and I still need to get a Challenger. I'm still like dying to get one of those. And the Cadillac is cool too. Still haven't got a Caddy in my collection that year. I have some of the Coupe de Villes, but not the 67 Eldorado, and now they have like the 75 Eldorado. But the one that I'm really after right at the moment is the Dodge Stealth, the Dodge Hellcat, and then the 65 Suburban. Those are the 3 must-haves. And now the Supra is coming up, so that's also a must-have. I definitely want to get one of them so I can do a comparison with it and Mini GT. Same thing with Autoworld C8 Corvette coming up. Definitely got to get that. Got to get a green light one, and that way I can compare them to Mini GT and see if Mini GT is all what I say it is. So we'll have those coming up in the future as soon as I can get my hands on those releases from the other manufacturers. So anyways, guys, let's get this guy out and take a look at him. And it is a really cool casting. This is like by far one of my favorite Jeep releases, and it's actually the only Jeep that I collect. I don't have any green light Jeeps anymore. Sometimes I'll get them in box sets, but they don't stay with me very long. I either trade them or sell them. So anyways, the Autoworld Jeep for some reason has really grabbed my attention, and I have tried to get every release to date, and I have succeeded doing this so far. This guy I thought was going to be hard to find, but luckily they started getting them in here. So, as usual, very nice casting, the white letter tires, the gray and silver two-tone wheels, whereas the purple one is the only one that has black wall tires and all black wheels. I will point that out to you this weekend because we're going to be doing a 4x4 Jamboree video this weekend. So I'll be bringing him back out along with his 7 counterparts and then some other 4x4 vehicles, and we'll be taking a look at them. But I will show you the difference about the purple one that is different than all of the other releases. So anyways, you have your detailed emblems on the fender, your detailed black door handles, and then you have your nice detailed mirrors, and they are part of the casting so they will not break too easily. Your detailed painted tail lights, detailed spare, silver painted center of the bumper, and then you can even see that they did the black hinges for the rear glass. All the detail is there. All the black bracing for the spare, very nicely done. And then, as usual, opening hood with detailed engine and with the Jeep and such on the intake, very nicely done. Silver painted center on the front bumper, your amber painted turn signals, and silver painted headlights. Now, that's the only downside on Autoworld compared to other manufacturers. Even Green Light has this up on Autoworld on some of their castings, like their F-150s. They have acrylic headlight lenses and such. These big headlights that Autoworld are just painting silver looks like crap. So they need to start using acrylic lenses on like their F-150s, which I'll show you here in a minute. The Jeep you can get by with, not that big of a deal. They're small, so silver painted, no big deal. But I hope they don't do that with the C8 Vet, because that's going to kill their casting if they do. But very nice Jeep. Love their Jeeps. So there is our Wrangler. The other guys are trucks. So, since I mentioned the F-150, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at the F-150. Now, this is really cool. I had every F-150 to date except for the 2 releases before this one. The red one and the gray one with the same type of stripe. It looks like a boss stripe, I call it. But anyways, I didn't get those, kind of skipped them. But I do have all the solid colors before. With the gray rims, the first 2 releases, the blue and the gray. Then the second releases were red and white, and they had chrome rims. Then they had the 5th and 6th release, which was the red one and the charcoal gray that had gray wheels. Now this one would be your 8th release of the F-150, and this one looks killer in the all black with the black wheels. It looks, well, as I call it, murdered out. So it looks great. And then on the back here they have, once again, telling you about this is another one that I want to get, is your step side. The lifted step side. That is going to be a really cool casting too. Then the Dodge Stealth Twin Turbo definitely is a must-have. So yeah, they have some really cool castings this year. And now let's go ahead and get this guy off the card and take a look at him, and then we'll go over your premium facts first. For 43 straight years, the Ford F-Series has been the best-selling pickup truck in America. And you know, I would have to argue that a little bit, because where I'm from in America, like in southern West Virginia and in Cleveland, you see a lot of Chevys. And I think I see a lot more Chevys than Fords. So that's just me. That's my own personal opinion, what I see on the streets. But I do see a lot of F-150s, but I still think I see more Chevy Silverados than F-150s in my neck of the woods. Now, in other areas, it may be different. So our second fact, in 2019, Ford sold a total of 896,526 units. Wow, almost 1 million F-150s in 2019. That's a lot of F-150s for 1 year. So let's get this bad boy out and look at him. And I'll show you the headlights, what I mean. Love this casting. I think it's great. Everything but the headlights. And everything else in the truck is beautifully executed. Even the painted tail lights are tolerable. But, well, let's start with the headlights since I'm complaining about them. As you can see, it just looks fake. It's just silver. It has no detail, and it just looks like if my kid took his undetailed Hot Wheel with no headlight tampos and took his silver Sharpie and painted them. My kid could do this. My kid could actually do a better job, probably. So that's the downside of this truck, are these headlights. They look awful. But besides that, though, the grille looks great. The Ford oval in the center looks killer. Bumper cover, everything looks great. They just need some acrylic headlight lenses. Body lines, perfect. As I said, love the Boss stripe that they put on this. That matte black Boss stripe on the gloss black paint really looks great. The black painted 6-spoke wheels look killer too. And as usual, and it's even got the matte black hood stripe too. Did not notice that before. So the hood does open, and you do have your detailed engine as usual. So they do a great job with the engine compartments on these vehicles with upper radiator hoses, everything beautifully done. Then you have your opening tailgate as usual, and then you have your Ford kind of like embossed into the tailgate, and then you have your Ford oval emblem and such. They do a great job on these, and this is the XLT Sport on the plate. And the tail lights, as I said, the tail lights are tolerable being painted. It would be better with red acrylic, don't get me wrong, but those I can kind of tolerate. The headlights, I just can't. The headlights look bad. That's why I didn't get the other two releases, the red one and the gray one. But this black one, just that murdered out look, everything black, looks killer. The monochromatic look. So definitely love it. Detailed chassis. They did a superb job with the chassis, and it's a very heavy casting too. Also, the side mirrors made as part of the casting. They will not break. Very, very nicely done. As I said, the only downside are those headlights. So moving along, this is another truck that I'm unsure about. Is the 2019 Chevy Silverado LTZ ZR1, Z71. But this is actually a pretty nice rendition of it. They did have the work truck variants available here, the white one and the maroon one with the black wheels. Did not get those just because I thought it was too bland, and I missed the first releases of it in the dark maroon and I think black. I think it was, one was definitely black. I'm not sure, the second one may have been dark maroon, but then when this one became available here, I wanted to get it because the chrome wheels, all the chrome bumpers and stuff look great. And then they also have it in like a charcoal gray or graphite gray, whatever you want to call it. So nice looking truck. I'm just not sure on the front ends of these new 2018 and newers. Kind of still undecided about the headlights and stuff. But anyways, this tells you about everything else that comes in the set, and it's the same set that the Jeep came from and the F-150 came from, so nothing new to read back here. So let's get this guy out and take a look at him, but before we do, let's do our fun facts here, and as you can see, I've already opened this one and kind of ripped up the card a little bit. So, the 2019 Chevy, let me get it to focus here, guys. Silverado is available in the work truck, custom trail series, and LTZ, and then high country trim levels. So both 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive are available for each line. So you can get all of these different trim packages in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. So good to know. I don't know if that's anything new or not. I don't think it is. So let's get this guy out and take a look at him. And then there he is. And then let me put this back in there and we can take a look at it. So, anyways, here she is. It looks great, actually. This bright red color, and then you have your opening tailgate as usual, and then your opening hood, and let's see what under the hood looks like. This one does not open so far, so you cannot see down in there so good. But it does have a killer looking front end detail, a lot of detail in the grille. The headlights being painted on this one is a little more tolerable than the Ford because you have the red kind of going inward and breaking it up a little bit. It doesn't look so big and looks like a silver billboard. And this one they use kind of a white, so it breaks it up a little bit. And then you have your silver painted bumpers, detailed grille. Once again, mirrors made to the body, which look really good. Then the chrome wheels, they look great. Then your red tail lights, which really blend in with the paint on this one. That's where your red acrylic would have came in use on this one. That way it doesn't look like the tail lights are part of the truck itself. The red acrylic would have broke it up a little bit. And then you have your Chevrolet embedded into the tailgate, your Silverado, the LTZ, and then you have your LTZ Z71 plate. It even has the steps in the rear bumper, your chrome exhaust tips, nice detailed chassis, and then nice detail on the bed. And once again, another heavy casting, nice running boards. Overall, it's a very nice truck. I like it more than the green light variant. So for the new body style Silverado, I think Autoworld definitely wins over green light. I had the one shell hitch and tow set that we never opened because I just sold the set. I wasn't so impressed with the Silverado, but this one I am impressed. So I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the new body style or not. I'm still up in the air. At first I hated them, but now they're kind of growing on me, so not sure what to say about them. But the overall look of the Autoworld is very nice. So there's our 3 trucks, well, 2 trucks and a Jeep. Now, the next truck we have is a Mijo exclusive, and this is the one that I was on the fence of buying, the Sunoco Square Body. It just recently became available here at a reasonable price. I think like $12, something like that. Then the Golf one is now available, but they want way too much for that. I think it's like $18, so I'm going to pass on that one. The Sunoco one I went ahead and picked up, though. It looks kind of cool. It looks like what a Craftsman truck, I don't even know if that's what they call it nowadays. The NASCAR trucks, when they first came out, was Craftsman Truck Series, but I'm not even sure what they call it nowadays. But anyways, this is probably what they would have looked like back in the 80s. So they did a great job executing the look, the stance, the front end. As you see, the headlights are covered with the number 7. Pretty much how it probably would have looked. So not bad by Mijo. And this is a 73 Chevrolet Cheyenne. And then just on the back here, it says, decked out in signature Sunoco graphics as customized 1/64 scale 1973 Chevy Cheyenne is the next chapter in a rich collection of die-cast vehicles that proudly bear the vintage Sunoco livery. Designed and detailed by Autoworld, this one-of-a-kind collectible is sure to add interest to any collection. So, and then Mijo Toys, M&J Toys actually. Visit them online at mjtoysinc.com and so forth, and then where to find them on Facebook and so forth at the bottom. So, this is pretty cool. I think they're kind of overdoing the sponsors on these trucks. They do have a really cool Hawaiian, Roland Leon's Hawaiian funny car, done up on a not step side, but fleet side square body, and it looks really cool. Actually, it would pass as a tow vehicle. It's on the lifted chassis. It's kind of like this one, your standard 4x4 chassis, the Roland Leon one. This one's on the 2-wheel drive slam chassis. So the Roland Leon one though does look pretty cool, and it would pass probably as like his tow vehicle back in the early 70s. When he was doing racing the Charger, but I guess in the late 70s he switched to Chevy and had a Vega or Monza. I cannot recall. I just know him for his Chargers, his 69 Charger and 71 Charger, the more notable cars he ran. So anyways, let's get this guy out and take a look at him. And this, as I said, looks pretty cool, and it would pass if there would have been a Craftsman truck series back in the 80s. Even the wheels look great. They're like the rally wheels painted yellow with the chrome trim ring, all like the co-sponsors on the side of the bed, and your Sunoco decals, the blue with the yellow and a little bit of red. And then, as I said, the front end, you have your blocked off headlights, the number 7. That's what really makes this look cool. Your detailed engine, and it is an old school carbureted small block, so that's also very suiting for this vehicle. Then you have your opening tailgate as usual, number 7 on the roof, Sunoco on the hood. So it looks really, really good. And the reason I like this one so much, even more than the Golf, because Sunoco is the racing fuel that NASCAR uses, so, or was. I haven't watched NASCAR for like 5 years or so, but yeah, this is your MJ exclusive, so pretty cool on the plate. So this is actually really cool. I'm kind of glad I bought this. As I said before, I was on the fence about buying it, but it is pretty cool because it has a lot of significance to like the NASCAR truck series because of the Sunoco fuels, and then they did the right thing with the headlights, the stance, everything looks pretty accurate. As I said, it would pass if we would have been racing these trucks back in the 80s with the square bodies, so it would have passed for one, definitely. So, last but not least is our bonus. That is your 2017 Johnny Lightning, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry 1969 Charger with Chevy rally wheels. Yeah, that's the one thing that kills this car. They use stupid Chevy rally wheels. Nothing against Chevy rally wheels. I love Chevys and I love their rally wheels, but it looks pretty idiotic on a Mopar. So that's my 2 cents on this. They should have used Mopar rallies or just a steel rim with the poverty cap. I don't know whose idea was to put these wheels on this car, but it was a big, big mistake. So anyways, new for 2017, die-cast metal, body and chassis, authentic replica as seen in the 1974 hit movie. And unfortunately, they destroyed a lot of 69 Chargers to make that movie. So here it tells you about collect all 3 of the Muscle Car USA 2017, and these are your movie cars, though, the silver screen editions. You had Dirty Mary Crazy Larry 69 Charger RT, the Jack Reacher 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS, and then the Vanishing Point 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. So pretty cool, and this is a year with round 2, ran the show. I think they took over in 2016. That's why I wanted to pick this one to use, because it is one of their releases and we can call it a round 2 unboxing. And as you can see, there's your Silver Screen Machines emblem there. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And it's a pretty cool casting. It's a little bit underscaled, a little small for a 69 Charger. And let me see if I have anything here to compare it to. Actually, I'll just do my 71 because 71s are about the same length as a 69. And as you can see, it's not bad actually on the length. It's just the girth, like the thickness and then the width that kills it. I know the 71s are a little thicker than the 69s, but still yet this doesn't look too well. I mean, it's not executed too well. It's underscaled. The car's proportions for the scaling is okay. I mean, it looks okay for a 69 Charger, but it's a little bit small. As we know, is typical with JL. So, I mean, it's tolerable for me. And along with other JLs, it kind of looks okay. And then you have, okay, let's do their 69 Dart. So as you can see, it just looks a little bit ridiculous. There's your 69 Charger from JL. There's your 69 Dart from JL. Well, the Dart was nowhere near as big as the Charger, so it's a little bit way underscaled. But as I said, they did the proportions correct, so it doesn't look stupid. It looks like a 69 Charger, just too small for 164. The part that looks stupid is the Chevy Rally wheels on a Mopar. So anyways, though, besides that, the car looks cool. Nice detailed engine. It looks like it has like the 440 Magnum air cleaner, 440 in it. Under the hood is okay, but on a Mopar, everything would have been painted body color. The inner fenders and firewall, not black. They did a good job with the grille and such, and the side stripe is accurate and so forth. Detailed tail lights and such, and not sure what the plate says, if we can get it to focus. But something, yeah, I can't make it out because it won't focus so well. But anyways, and I don't think that's the plate. I think it would be a bumper sticker, but it is. We're in the plate area, but it looks pretty big for a plate. But anyways, yeah, not a bad looking car, but the thing that kills it is the Chevy Rally wheels. So there is our Johnny Lightning for today. And as you can see how small it looks compared to all these trucks. Which some of these trucks are big, so it would have made the Charger look small, but not that small. So anyways, still like it, just a little bit small for a 164th. I'm going to say it's more like a 168 or something like that, maybe. And then the trucks, though, are great. As I said, the F-150, wish they would do something with the headlights and put acrylic on it. Besides that, though, everything's great. Always love to get new castings from Autoworld. So, guys, I will be back this weekend. As I said, we're going to do like a 4x4 jamboree type thing with some 4x4 Jeeps, some 4x4 pickups, and things like that. Bring out like 20 or 30 of them and take a look at them. And then remember, if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. And please give me a thumbs up. Please share the video. And please tell your friends about my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. And enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you on Saturday.